Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today your girl having another seafood boil. You know I love seafood. So this is what we got on deck today. We have sausages, ooh, beef sausages, potatoes, corn on the cob, lobsters, broccoli. We have shrimp. I have wild caught crabs and I have snow crab legs. Did it all in a butter sauce that I just put together. And I have some raspberry lemonade that I'm going to keep pouring in my little cup and drinking it up. Start with a prayer and then I'm going to dig in. Amen and amen again. Today I got a little story I'm going to tell y'all about, which is on a TV show called Who the Hell Did I Marry? Crazy. That was crazy. I'm going to get downright and dirty today. That's why I got these little glovey gloves. Glovey gloves. All right. So let's start eating a little bit. See what I'm going to eat first. I think I'm going to take a potato. And also have cucumber if I didn't mention it. Look at the potatoes, big potatoes, big potatoes. The girl doing big things. All the juices. Ooh, let me see. That is hot. Meaning temperature hot. Ooh. Hot and ready, just took it out. Hot and ready. So good. I'm hungry. And I ain't eat all day. So, you know what this is about to be about. That's what I'm talking about. Hot and ready. Cucumber. And you know I had to eat a little bit before I start talking about the story time. And broccoli. All right, let's get into the story time. So, it was a story about a guy named Isaiah. Look at that. Valerie. And another guy named John. So Isaiah was this nice guy. He was waiting for his perfect match. He was looking for somebody. He went through some struggles when he was a little kid because his mom went through a hectic relationship with his dad. He ended up leaving her. She was by herself to raise him and his sister. So he watched his mother struggle, basically. And he was like, I'm never going to do that to a woman. When I meet a woman, meet someone, the love of my life, we're going to be together for eternity. Treat her right. Treat her like a princess, a queen, whatever. She's going to get it all. And he stuck by his word. He ended up meeting Veronica, the female. He ended up meeting her. And once he met her, eat some of this sausage. She already had this is how they met, because his stepdad hooked them up. Which the stepdad worked for a police department. And he was he had photos of his family up. And she saw the photos and was like, who is that? He was like, oh, that's my stepson. It's my son-in-law. And she was like, oh, put me down. Put me down with him. I want, I've been looking, I've been searching high and low, and I just didn't find what I've been looking for. But I want you to put me down with him. So he was like, okay. He called him up and said, some girl that I work with is interested in you. And she worked in the domestic violence department. He was a detective there. The father-in-law, he was the detective there. So once he told him that, he was like, she's gonna hit you up or whatever. She hit him up on social media immediately. He was happy. Isaiah was happy and responded to Valerie. He told him, what, we need to hook up, go out on a date, whatever. They went on their first date. They both enjoyed each other's company. So they decided to book the next date. The next date, she was ready to introduce him to her daughter. Like, she already knew. And when she did that, her daughter and him, really connected. The daughter liked me. Understand, ball with him in the house, everything. They was really connecting. And she loved that about them. So once that happened, she was ready to move on to a full-blown relationship. So she was ready to meet the family. They was ready to meet each other's family. And Isaiah got a cousin that he's really close to. They're cousins / best friends. And she has to approve of whoever he's dating. Veronica didn't like that. So they all went to his mother's house. You know, so she can meet everybody, Veronica. And once she got there, she was meeting everybody, you know, friendly with everybody else. Once the cousin came through, they had to approve her. She ignored her. Because everybody already told her that she has to approve of you. Once she walked in, she ignored her. The cousin spoke to everybody. She completely ignored her, like, who are you? Excuse me. You're nobody to me. So the cousin went in the kitchen and started talking to his mom. And so his mom, like, she's ignorant. Like, I don't like her already. Like, you know, let's tell her how she feel. And Veronica heard this conversation and decided to go in there and start a full-blown argument in front of the family. Now, she's new to the family. She go right in there acting up. And mind you, she's a cop. Veronica, because she met him through his father-in-law, which was a detective. And her stepfather. I keep saying it, but once he ended up seeing her other side, he was like, I never saw this side of her. That's what he's telling his family members. And he was like, he brushed it off in the beginning because that was the beginning of their relationship. Ooh. He brushed it off, let it go, and let God. Now the cousin really don't care for her. So then he ended up taking her, leaving for her and going home because she didn't want to stay no more. Later, she told him she wanted to get married and all this stuff. So he said, okay. So he proposed to her at a place of her liking, which she knew what she wanted to, you know, all that, get engaged and stuff. She was like, yeah, already planning, you know, the wedding. She already knew what it was. So they ended up getting married. Well, they didn't get married first. They had to wait because she ended up getting pregnant with their son. They postponed it to after she had the baby. She started being really distant. She didn't want none of the family to come up there and see the baby. And she didn't care. You would think it was postpartum. Real moody. And she started treating him really, really bad after that. Like a little bad. And then they end up going to counseling. They end up getting married. After they got married, Like, the honeymoon stage didn't even kick in. Like a week later, they ain't even going on honeymoon. She switched up on him again. Told him that his mom was having a 50th birthday. He was like, all right, we're going to go to my mom's 50th birthday party. She said, nah, I'm not going. And she was like, you don't need to go either. We just had a new baby. You need to stay home and take care of this baby. With me. And he was like, nah, this is a milestone for my mom. I'm going to go enjoy her birthday party with her. He comes home like 11 o'clock that night. And guess who was up ready to argue? Ready. On beast mode. Her, his wife. You left me and the baby here. And like, steady arguing with him. Out of nowhere, the cop shows up. She done called the cops. Told the cops that he done hit her, beat her with a belt. Because she was just trying to build a case against him. He beat her with a belt, all this stuff. So, no, the first incident, well, he didn't beat her with a belt yet. They was arguing and all that stuff. So she called and let the cops know that she was a cop also. So they told him, yeah, we heard you guys was arguing. You're going to have to stay downstairs tonight. Basically sleep downstairs. And so things get better. So he was like, okay, I'm already down here anyway. I'm tired. I'll sleep down here. After that, she ain't talked to him for weeks. She was so mad because he went to his mom's party. Ain't talked to that man for weeks, her husband. Then they finally start talking again. Went to counseling. The counselor told them that I don't think she's cheating, because now he thinks she's cheating on him because she's like staying out later, moving differently. He told the counselor, I think she's doing something. And she told him, nah, she's not doing nothing. Later on, pops up a guy by the name of John, comes and tell him, because the dude John was following him, because she done told this dude John that her husband was beating her, really abusive, torturing her, all that stuff. So he started searching her phone one day. She was in the shower at his house, and it's the man she's creeping with. And he see messages from Isaiah saying, I want to make this work. We need to go to counseling. So he was like, there's no way that this man is doing all this to her and he trying to make it work and go through counseling and all this stuff. There is no way. So he contacts the father-in-law. And tell him what's going on. This is that father. Tell him what's going on. And once he find out what's going on, he tell him, yeah, me and her been together. We've been messing around for this long, that long, whatever. His son is actually at the house chilling with this man. When Isaiah wanted to chill with his son, all that, she tried to act like it was problems, trying to take him away. The son was actually with this other man, John. So he felt as though, he was like, I know how he can get his son back, because she done took custody from him. Everything, act like he was beating her. She was like, I know how she can get her son back. He didn't, he's like, I help him. Out of nowhere, that help didn't come through. So they said she was like a manipulator. She done gotten John's head again. So her son was taken away from, well, the son, since she acted like Isaiah was beating her, they took him away from him. She gave her full custody, took the house and all that stuff. So Isaiah ended up getting him a lawyer. The lawyer was like, okay, she is making more than you. She got a pension. You like first he tried to give her $50,000, half partial custody of their son. He didn't really want nothing else. So once she turned that down, she didn't want him to have it. Once she turned that down, the lawyer was like, oh, she turned that down? You know you can have way more now. Their pension, all that stuff. She's been working for like 19 years. You can really tear her apart, take everything. So, once she found out that, she done put out a hit for her husband to get killed. And she put the hit out with, she told John to find a hitman, which is her boyfriend she's cheating with. But the whole time, John had a daughter that was 14 years old, and she was getting in the way of their relationship. Like, she was selfish. She only wanted him to herself. So, she told John that he needed to off his daughter too. 14-year-old daughter, he needed to off her too. Once that happened, John called the FBI. All that. She probably got away with it if she would have told him, basically, just to get somebody to kill him. But she wants somebody to kill his daughter too. So, once the FBI got involved, they end up faking his death, act like he really got killed. See her reaction. Of course, she boo-hooed and act like she was crying. But what happened was, John ended up getting a picture from the fake hitman of his murder and show her. She was like, why did you let him send you this? You know that can track us down and it come back on all of us stupid. Like, she going off on John. John was like, I deleted. She was like, the feds can go in and find all that no matter what you delete. He said, all right, I'm deleting it. Playing it off. So the feds was already around the house around it. And once they went there and act like they was telling her that her husband was deceased, somebody murdered him. And she played it off, cried, and did all this stuff like she really cared. Once she did that, they ended up leaving. And they waited. They were like, nah, we need to go in and get her immediately because she's a cop. She has weapons. So they surrounded the house, kicked the door in, arrested her. Now she's going back and forth to court. And she ended up making up a story that she had nothing to do with that. And what she said? She said they only end up getting her for tampering with evidence or something, because they didn't actually catch her in a transaction, like passing the money over. Like she paid $7,000 to this person to kill him, but they didn't actually show a transaction because they couldn't prove a point. Now they done told Isaiah, you don't gotta worry about this. We got everything taken care of. It's like, it's sealed. He's like, okay, good. Thinking, oh, I'm almost safe. He ended up getting his son for a while. He and his son. And then when they was going to divorce court, because they still was in the process of that while she was in jail, the divorce lawyer ended up saying, oh, don't worry about it. She's taking a deal. Which they already told her they're not taking a deal. They already had her. It was in the bank. Like, she was done. Then come to find out they gave her a deal because of that. They couldn't prove that the transaction, the money, the $7,000 was in the other guy's hand to do the hit. So after that happened, they ended up giving her about 5 years. The judge went ham. Was like, told the prosecutors, like, y'all failed them, the family. Y'all should have did more. Like, how did he get up? Like, y'all just let it go and just gave a deal. Like, the outcome would have been different if y'all would have did y'all job. Basically telling them if y'all would have fought it, he already knew that she was guilty. The judge knew she was guilty. And he was going to give it to her. Good cop, he was going to give it to her. But he told them, since you gave her a break, and the prosecutor was like, well, when we were giving her 5 years, she was like, things would have been differently if you would have just did your job. Basically, if they would have just fought it and not took a deal. What if they told the family it wasn't going to take? So she's getting released 2022, this year. And the family and Isaiah was like really worried because he got his son now. They're worried that when she get out, is she going to come for him? Is she going to come for John and his daughter? Like, which told on him and broke the case. Like, what's going on? They let this lady out for tampering with evidence. A cop. They've been there well over 10 years. And y'all let her do this. You already see what she's capable of. She already hired a hitman to kill her husband. And wanted him to kill the new boyfriend's, the sneaky link daughter, because she was in the way. She's about that life, and she want to do whatever she can to take whoever out to get what she wants. She's a spoiled brat, and I guess what's going on. She did what she did. Something's gonna come out of it, because God don't like ugly, and guess what? She gonna do something else dumb, because she's really dumb, and guess what? She's gonna go back down. They never end up winning. They never win. Anywho, guys, thanks for watching. Your girl was into that story. And again, it was on Who the Hell Did I Marry? But it says Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Whatever. But y'all need to start watching those shows. Those shows are really, 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 really good. So check them out. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to actually end this video. This was so good. This seafood was made by me. As always, don't forget to like, let me see, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, turn on those post notifications so you know your girl upload her next video. Until next time, see ya.